Benim Adam Makusli. That's all I know. Thank you very much. To shake a laugh. I'm here to try to help Turkey to bring more Chinese tourists to you. How many of you are from the hotel industry? How many of you from tour operators? How many of you from media? How many of you from government? Oh, a lot of government, that's good. How many of you from mines, convention bureau, mine sectors, meeting incentive? That's good. Transportation, airlines? Good. Shopping? No shopping, come on. Students? That's good, welcome. Organizers? Thank you, organizers, for having me. Thank you, Imit, for having me. Anyone else I left out just now? Tell me. Anyone else I left out in terms of sectors? No? That's good? Okay. Sorry? Travel agent, educations. Thank you. This is a short introduction of my profile. Associations of SME business owners is like TUSUP. You know TUSUP? TUSUP and Association of SME business owners, we have 11,000 corporate members, 3,000 tour operators, outbound. Last year, 450,000 Chinese visit Turkey. The question is, how many of you receive Chinese customer? How many? So the rest of the do not show hand. You have not received Chinese customer yet? Not yet? That's why you are here. Okay, bravo, thank you. Okay, I would like to explain to you aside from the association perspective, I also the CEO of Welcome China, the largest tourism marketing agency in China. We help government, incoming service providers to promote to China. And the rest you can read about it. Today I will share with you how to attract Asian market, the China case study. Shocking news. Only 10% of Chinese have passport. And this produced more than 130 million last year, the year before, 2 years ago, Chinese traveling around the world. Remember, less than 10% or about 10% of Chinese have a passport to travel. Before I continue, everyone listen English, okay? Those without translation, make sure you get a headset. I think we have translations. Good translations? Okay, maybe I speak slower. This is the latest number, came from last month. China now produces 162 million travelers around the world. Turkey is increasing a lot. 2017, you have 250,000 Chinese come to Turkey. Last year, 450,000. You increased 200,000 in 1 year. So it's only logical for you to market to China now. Welcome China is the largest tourism marketing agency in China with 9 offices in China. I live in Shanghai. Anyone been to China? Very good. Anyone been to Shanghai? Excellent. Those who have not been to Shanghai, next time you come to Shanghai, look up to the tallest building in Shanghai. That's my office. You won't miss it. If you lose it, something wrong with you. But the key to China business is no longer the big city, Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou. This is the traditional market, good market, excellent market, the big city. But things have changed. Other cities are more prominent. I will show you in the next slides on where to promote. Our program is recognized by Chinese government. I was personally interviewed by CNTA, then now Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Tourism China, for our appointment, and recognized by Union Pay. Anyone know Union Pay? Okay, you have MasterCard, you have Visa card, then you have Union Pay. Union Pay is the largest credit card in the world now. All Chinese use Union Pay. Why? Commission-free, foreign exchange, no charges, things like that. So our program, China Ready program, is recognized by Union Pay. This is a summary of who we are. We have helped 45 countries to promote to China in the past. This year, 46 and 46, 7 countries coming. We have done this 17 years and launched the world's first China Ready program in 2002. I will explain later what is China Ready program. This is some of the members of our association, about 3,000 tour operators from different cities. Okay, now let's talk about the effects of Chinese tourists to Turkey's economy. I was given a few topics. I want to talk to you about this. Go down to the last paragraph. This one, what did you see? Russia hit the news. Russia is the winner of 2018 for the fastest growing, but Turkey, for the first time, hit top 15 of China outbound. Congratulations. For many reasons. I will talk about it later. But because one of the reasons is last year you have Turkey Tourism Year in China, launched in April 17. Is that the main reason for Chinese influx? Maybe not. Part of it. What's another good reason that Chinese come to you? This one. How much your lira depreciated last year? Can someone tell me? 40%. You know, when Chinese hear this, what they do? They rush to buy tickets to Turkey. And this year, is it going to keep the same 40% or drop further? Going up. Okay, that's good. Good for you. And if we look at the Chinese visit Turkey statistics, as I say, 2017, 250,000. 2018, 450,000, an increase of 80%. Compared to Russian 5 million, now China hit about 10%. And the key point I want to make is, in terms of growth, it's one of the fastest growing. And when China come to Turkey for FIT, how much they spend? Average $2,000 per person. For group, less. I was with your minister yesterday for half an hour. I told him 2,000. He said, no, 1,000. I said, FIT, okay, you are right. Group, you are right. Different. Group spend less, FIT more. But the fact is, if you look at the top, number 1 point, when Chinese come to Turkey, they spend a long time here. 10.5 days on average. Not a short visit. Why? You have too much to offer. But the problem is, most of the Chinese, they only go to the destination they understood or they heard of. So where the majority go to Turkey? They go to Istanbul. They go to Cappadocia. They go to, what? Antalya, a little bit. FS, for sure. I was in FS last week. Some of that, and many, many destinations not promoted in China. Whose problem is that? Yeah, okay. And some of the Chinese, they are not happy. When they come, they want to look for their food. When I come to Istanbul 6 times every year. Sometimes I come with my group. In the morning, during breakfast, when they look at me, I look at them, they look at me, they say, oh, what are we going to eat? I say, this is what you're going to eat. No. Okay, is it too much to ask? if you put a noodle next to your breakfast, your beautiful Turkish breakfast. Like imagine you go to China, you look at me and say, what am I going to eat? The same thing. Okay, that in one short answer is called China ready. In terms of spending, globally, in 2018, Chinese spent on average $1,200 per capita. In terms of growth versus FIT, in the past, more group, less FIT. Now, FIT is increasing. We are at the junction of 50-50 right now. I was asked to talk about the Generation Y, the destination selections. What is Generation Y? People who are born after 80, between 80 to 1994. Generation X, Generation Z. But this is wrong categorizations. In China, we don't categorize like that. We don't. We categorize in those who are born after 1970s, those who are born after 1980s. That's how we categorize. I will explain more later. So in terms of these Chinese millennials, the mood of travel, they no longer enjoy tour group. They want something different. They want more flexibility, tailor, custom. They want to have something off the menu. Give them that. Things change. No longer a tour guide holding a stick. You saw that? It still happen, but less and less now. Okay. Preferences. We prefer to go to island. We prefer cultural. We like history. We like also fine-tuned packages. We don't like so much on standard packages. We like food. Turkish people like to eat. Yes. Chinese people love to eat too. I took my group to Poland in Krakow on a food tour for the luxury market, CEOs. We hit 6-7 restaurants a day, snacking around. So this is a new gastronomy tour group. What are the characteristics of Chinese tourists? So this is something more difficult. In Turkey, men or women make the decisions. Tell me. Woman. Okay, good. Same in China. 59% female make the decision, 41% male making tour decision, travel decisions. Okay. Now, let me talk about Generation X, Y, Z. In China, we categorize as those who are born after 70s, those who are born after 80s, and those who are born after 90s. This is how we categorize. Okay. Who are the majority? The majority is the one born after 1970s and 1980s that make up 50% of the market. You are talking to one of them. How I book today is different than how I booked 2 years ago. How I booked 5 years ago, how I booked 10 years ago is absolutely different. Things change. China changes every year, not even every day in Shanghai. Okay, in terms of the reason that we travel, family 30%, parent 10%, single 8%, couples 21%, and friends 23%. In terms of group versus FIT, 42%. Tailor-made is the next one. So this is the changes of demographic. Behavioral change. 10 years ago, when you see a Chinese, they come to Turkish, what they do? They hit 10 attractions in one day. Take a lot of pictures. There is a saying, go to bus, take picture, go to toilet, go to eat. This is how Chinese travel. Okay, things have changed. Now we are looking for something higher quality, which is good for you. You can sell more. Value add. And top 20 outbound cities in China. It used to be Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou is the top. Still the top, but you will see new cities coming out, the new tier 1. For those who have been to China, have you been to, for example, Chengdu, Chongqing? Chongqing? Chongqing have the most beautiful women in China. Okay, now you pay attention, well done. Okay, Chongqing also the biggest city in China with 35 million people. Ranked number 1 by WTTC 2 years ago for the fastest growing tourism city. Pay attention, Chongqing. Okay, repeat after me. Chongqing. Have what? What they have? Beautiful girls. Okay. Now, women are not interested. Okay, fine. Shanghai. Oh, we have the best man there. No wife. Too busy flying. Yeah, okay, thank you for the questions. Okay, now this is the latest statistics. Top 10 fastest growing city. Number 1, Xi'an. You know where Xi'an is? Xi'an is where the terracotta army is. You know, the underground army, 6,000 army with the biggest pyramid, bigger than Giza. That's Xi'an. Xi'an, for me, Xi'an is village. All right? And last year, they increased 180% to be number 1 fastest growing city, outbound. Don't go to Shanghai, go to Xi'an. Don't go to Beijing, go to number 2, Guiyang. Have you heard about Guiyang? Guiyang eats spicy food, like Chongqing. Okay, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. These are unheard city. Unheard city. Why? Demographic change. More villagers, farmers are coming out. Why? They have more money now. And Shanghai people are more calculative. So who is better customer, farmers or Shanghai? Farmers. Thank you. Which Chinese city spend the most? Number 1. Another one unheard of. Changchun. Repeat after me. Changchun. Farmer city. Number 2. Wenzhou is the Jewish of China. All right? So, again, the readjustment of ranking of cities. Things change. Okay, this is something that the organizer did not ask me to talk. I'm going to talk about it anyway. How to attract affluent customer, the luxury customer, the people with money. So where are they? The first question. There are 2 million HNWI in China. I forgot to mention, my previous job, I was an investment banker. I worked in New York, Wall Street for 7 years. One thing that New York taught me, one thing that Wall Street taught me, you want to do something, speed of delivery. All right? Now you hear affluent customer. Now you hear HNWI. Change your product to cater for HNWI. So the next question is, where are they? I have a house in Hong Kong. Anyone been to Hong Kong? Okay. Hong Kong people, they are like this. They think they are not Chinese. You know that? They speak English, kind of. Okay. 1 in every 7 Hong Kong people is a millionaire. Difficult client, but they have some money. Not as rich as Shanghai now, but still good money. Okay. Go to the place that you have money. 22 provinces in China with more than 20,000 HNWI. HNWI stands for high net worth individuals. This is the distribution of HNWI. The darker color is the one with the most money. Now, how do you close deals with tour operators? And, someone from tour operators, can I see again? Tour operators? Okay. You have Chinese clients? Chinese partners? No. Okay. So what they want? Chinese want a more personalized travel service. As I said in the beginning, they want hard to get resources. Tell them you know the president. They want the same treatment for the group. And most importantly, ensure you have regular contact with them. You know, don't send one email and then send the next email in 2 months. And most of the Chinese people, they are not happy with, the first point is, I mentioned just now, food, surprisingly. I was in Ismail last week for 5 days. Every day I eat Turkish food. So when I come to Istanbul, what do? Look for Chinese food. Every day. Okay, you need to give them a balance. All right? In terms of itinerary planning, make sure you are quite a bit flexible, not too much flexible. Let's say they went to Ephesus, they say, oh, I want to stay longer in this library. Let them. Don't rush them. A bit more flexible. How to close it with hotel selections? Again, personalized service. They want good views. They want cleanliness. Let me talk to you about the story of bedding. I took a group of CEO to Singapore. I put them in Westin Hotel, for example. And Westin Hotel is famous for the heavenly bed, right? Remember, heavenly bed for Westin Hotel? So my CEO ended up sleeping on the floor. I said, why? He said, too soft, the bed. I said, you wasted my money. I put some money in the Westin Hotel. So make sure you communicated what is their preference before you send them to a different hotel. And location, number 4, is important. Number 11, good word of mouth. In Turkish hotel, do you have good reviews in TripAdvisor? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. If you don't, how to increase that? Because we do check in the Chinese versions. Which communication channel used to influence them? You know, in China, we don't have Google. In China, we have no Instagram. We don't have YouTube. No Twitter. Nothing American. We don't like them. No, I'm kidding. We have a different system. We block many sites. So we have our own something called, you know WeChat? WeChat have more than 1 billion users. Surprisingly, for hoteliers and tour operators, they do book on website 42%. Any one of you have a Chinese website? Raise your hand. Well done. So having a Chinese website, you have something to communicate with us. And those who raise your hand with Chinese website, is your Chinese website hosted in China or here? Hosted in China. Very well, very good. You know why? Because we might block it, the server. All of you, make sure you have your Chinese website in China. And don't translate yourself. WeChat, Weibo, those are the things that we look at. So these are examples of third parties, of booking engine, OTAs, for example. 8 strategies to do sales and marketing to China. Number 1, digital marketing. Have a Chinese website, have a mobile website, launch your WeChat, launch your Weibo, launch your Youku. WeChat is Twitter, Weibo is Facebook, Youku is YouTube. This is a minimum you need to do to reach the market. For example, our clients include top 10 largest DMC in Asia Pacific with 15 countries operations. We help them to increase 20% of their sales. They used to have a Chinese division, a department, but closed down. Remember, Chinese in Thai Chinese is very different from China Chinese. Singaporean Chinese, very different from China Chinese in terms of thinking. Big difference. Number 2, offline activities. Any one of you would like to come to China on the sales missions? Yes? So I can bring all of you to come to China and recommend you to the right exhibitions. Why? Most of the people end up in the wrong exhibitions. I do not want to say anything about exhibition, but make sure you check and go to the right exhibitions. Those who promote very well about the exhibition may not have the best buyers. I can go on and go on these strategies, but I do not intend to do that. I also want to show you a success case study for hotels. For example, how do you sign contract with hotels? What is the key to bring customer to your hotels? The key is make sure you have the key decision makers. You need to talk to the right people, those who can sign. This picture is a real picture. You see on your left, on your right, you see the guy with the shorts? That is the second largest OTA, online travel agency general manager. General manager of the second largest after Ctrip. He's a friend of mine. You know what I say? I call him, let's go to Bangkok for massage. He said, yes, let's go. And then when we arrived Bangkok, I told him, by the way, this is a farm trip. Let's go look at some hotels. So this is understanding about the database, who you know to bring. The last point I want to make to you is called something called China Ready Program. China Ready Program is a training program launched first in the world in 2002 in 45 countries. This program is for the whole country. For example, any hotel owners here? Hotel operators? Okay, hotel. You have Chinese breakfast? No. You have fast Wi-Fi? Have to pay or free? Good. You have a kettle where? Kettle, you have sleepers, central locations? Okay, you are halfway there to China Ready. Congratulations. Okay, the few questions I asked just now is the basic, not something advanced. The basic they are looking at 3-star hotels in China. Minimum requirement for China ready. This is a training program for the whole industry. For the whole industry, including airline, airports, tour operators, hotels, etc. So this is Papua New Guinea Tourism Board, and what he said, China ready is a stepping stone to enter, to bring more Chinese to you. For in terms of government, we have some government here just now, yes? For government, have you done promotion to China so far? Okay, how can we do more? I'm talking about destination marketing. When Chinese choose destination, how they choose? They make their own decision, followed by family and friends, of influencing them where to go. Let me give a diagnosis of destination marketing of Turkey on China market. Number one, online promotion. Yes, you have done some online promotion, but not at intermediate or advanced level. In terms of training, you have not done nationwide training yet. That's why yesterday I talked to your minister the importance of doing China ready. Why? You want Chinese keep coming back, right? How many Chinese go to Thailand? 10 million. Why? They are 200% China ready. Anyone been to Bangkok? So next time you go to Bangkok, pay attention to the airport, Bangkok airport. When I go to Bangkok airport, I look around, I thought I'm in China. Everything in Chinese, and the way, the psychology, how they entice Chinese users to buy, that is psychology. So this is something that you need to do training. And HNWI, remember we talked about luxury market? I think right now Turkey is attracting the mass market from China. But you need also the luxury market. You don't need like 1 million Chinese. You need maybe 100 or 2,000 quality, qualified customer. Where are they? Okay, where you fish, you get the fish that you want. So fish at the right place, then you get your luxury customer. Okay, new market. Remember the new city I told you. Which city have the most beautiful girls? Chongqing. And which are the rural village city number one? Xi'an and Changchun. So those are called new market. When next time you go to China, don't just go like everybody, Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou. Go to explore new cities. This is too much to explain, but I'm going to skip this. These are some of the examples. Thank you very much for your attention. I will now open up the floor for a 15 minutes Q&A. You can ask in Turkish or English because we have translations. First question, please. Yes, gentlemen. Do we have a microphone or? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, so you are asking in English, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, after.
I am a, hello?
Oh, here. Okay, sorry. Please.
I am a Turkish travel agency.
Oh, Turkish question. All right.
Let's try first.
Oh, try. Okay.
Is it okay now?
Thank you.
I will direct my question in English,
Oh.
so you can understand me.
Okay.
So, I am a travel agency in Turkey since 1978. I had many experience with Chinese people, not from mainland China, but basically from Taiwan and Hong Kong, you know. I know what Chinese people are looking for. The problem for me to identify, is it possible to set a contact with any travel agencies in China? Do they need any license or special license to cooperate with a foreign country? So how can I identify these agents, travel agents, tour operators, whether they are eligible to send people to abroad or not? My second question is, I am planning to be in Beijing. There is an exhibition between 10 and 12 of
April.
10 and 12 of
April?
no, May.
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 BITM.
My partners in
Okay.
Bulgaria.
BITE.
Bulgaria that advised me that it works to be there, you know. So,
Okay, first question.
What's your opinion about this?
Second answer, second questions. The one in May is not bad, not the best expo. Not bad, but not the best exhibition.
What is the best?
In China, every month, there's one travel fair, every month. Depends what you want, B2B, B2C, luxury, MICE, depends what you want. And depends on which region you want.
How can I get this information?
Okay, I can answer you now if you want. If it's B2C, the biggest will be something like end of the year. There's one CITM run by Chinese government around October, November. You can go to Shanghai World Travel Fair in April. For B2B, you can go to ITB China in May. Yeah, but every month there's some specialization. For more questions, you email me. So the first question is authorized outbound tour operators. In China, there's total of 4,462 outbound licensed tour operators. 4,462 licensed by Chinese government. Go to the Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Culture and Tourism China website. You can search.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Second, okay. Thank you. It's in English? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm from Nigeria, and we have a lot of Chinese in Nigeria
Yeah.
too, who desire also to come to Turkey. So, as the chief executive of Welcome China, my question is, what have you done, or what are your plans to help Turkey to make Turkey China ready, so that those coming from China, the Chinese, wherever they are coming from, they will be seeing Turkey more like a home, not necessarily a tourist place, so that whenever they are coming, due to your own activities, like attracting investors from China, because you know where they are. If you attract investors into China, into Turkey, they can help make Turkey China ready, so that more people can come into Turkey. So what are you doing to help make this happen?
Thank you very much. Right now, we are talking to the Ministry of Tourism Turkey to launch China Ready nationwide. That's why I have spent some time with the minister yesterday. I think this is the first step of entry. I also want to help the industry players here, whether you are government, hotel, or tour operators. You can write to me. This is my contact. You can write to me and ask any question you want. In terms of launching online promotions or go to sales mission in China, which expo to go, how to launch China Ready, how to do the hotels, which is a qualified agent, etc. But the key to China is go to China. See it for yourself.
My name is Ahmet,
Okay.
and my question was going to be exactly about this issue. I have my Taobao shop, and serving customers, Chinese customers, for more than 1.5 years, and we have very good rate because I have my Chinese partners, and she's guiding me about what they want. But the issue is I cannot get a Chinese visa for more than 2.5 years. I've been applying individually, but China doesn't accept individual applications for visa. And all my applications have been rejected. Now, I have been accepted as a co-exhibitor in Cotton Fair in April. This will be my first chance to visit China, but still, I'm going to be visiting maybe as a hosted buyer in the one in May. But I'm going to be only able to spend limited time over there because of this visa issue. So I'd like to go, I have many friends, more than 50 friends in China. And I would like to travel all around because I don't want just to do outbound business from China to Turkey.
What is your question?
So how are you going to help us to go to China? I cannot go to China.
The visa problem.
Yes.
Okay. For industry players, one solution. Co-exhibitors. Cheap, not very expensive. Co-exhibitors, rent a small booth, go as a group. Go as a group is good. Go as a group. Organize a sales mission together. We can help you. All right? And then to guarantee your visa, I know visa is a problem. Yesterday I talked to Hotel Federation, the president. He also explained to me the problem of visa, 2 months, maybe more. All right? So this is one issue. I want to give you the solution is go as a group, as a sales missions, as a co-exhibitors, under the specific exhibition that I will show to you. Because, for example, Shanghai World Travel Fair is organized by Shanghai government, my city. The Shanghai government #2 guy in tourism board is a friend I drink beer with. I will tell him personally, this is the group. Okay, they are coming. That is a temporary solution, not the best solution. The best solution is everyone can go easily. I am not foreign affair. This is the limit I can do for now, but in more detail we can talk. Thank you.
I would like to ask, what are the things that we can do to understand better with the Chinese tourists? Like any resources, books, online websites, or what
The
should we
best
do?
way for you to understand Chinese is marry a Chinese wife, so you understand like in 2 days. Okay, but how to understand Chinese better is the easiest way is look at a lot of videos. Okay, that's the easiest way, how they behave. And when your Chinese tourists come, ask them what they like, what they want. This is better. No, one-to-one reactions. Do a survey. Do a survey. You are tour operator or hotel?
No, I'm from the agency, online agency.
Online agency.
travel agency.
Online agency. Do the survey. Give a present after the survey. Otherwise, nobody gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Next. Someone from here. Very quiet here. Oh, more follow-up. Okay.
I just forgot to say 新年快乐.
Xinjiang Kuala. Yes. In 2 days' time is Chinese New Year, so I'm rushing back tomorrow. Almost want to change my ticket. Chinese New Year is the biggest migration, like Africa, dinosaur. What's that called? Yeah, biggest migrations of like 30 million buying train tickets. And biggest visitors too around the world right now. Okay, can we have a next question so we can wrap it up, please? Okay, okay, okay. Him and then after you. Yep.
We will visit China for meeting B2B with companies. What can we offer to companies to promote our country? Not
Who are you representing? Who are you representing? Tour company or government?
Tour company.
Tour company. Okay,
Yes.
and your question is
How can we make Chinese companies to promote our country?
how to meet them.
Not meet. What to say them that makes them to promote our country.
Oh.
For example,
Okay, how to persuade them. How to persuade them to promote your
Yes.
company. Okay.
not my company, but my country.
Your country, okay, thank you. Your country, okay, what Chinese won? Top 10, what Chinese won? Last week I was in Ismail from Spain. I was in Ismail. I WhatsApp, WeChat my group. I tell them, hey, I'm in a greeting from Turkey. You know what's their first question? No, we know where is Turkey. What's their first question, you guess? Which is top 10 in the list, number 1. What's the first concern? Huh? No food. Security. Security. First question they ask, is it safe? Aha. So what government need to do? What you need to do? Public relations. Make sure you convey the message Turkey now is safe before you do promotions. For Chinese, any Chinese, one first question. Any country, not just Turkey. Any country we go to America, the same. We ask, safe? Now safe to go? We go to Mexico, safe? First question. We go to Peru, safe? First question. Normal, not just Turkey, yeah? Normal. But we also saw from media, TV, 3 years ago, we remember. 3 years ago for us, it's like last year. So remember, so you need to change, add positive news, right? From government or for industry, show them, hey, now it's good. Show them Turkish tourism year, show them 450,000 come. Convince them with the numbers. Show them the why you come. 7 wonders of the world in Izmir. Don't tell them there's only one stick there. right? Okay.
One final question.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Ahmet. I'm a small hotel owner, and we don't have so many Chinese guests, but we have some every year. And I figured out that like they only stay a few days. The average number of their staying is less than the regular.
They don't stay too long, you mean?
Yeah.
Which city?
Istanbul.
Okay.
So, do you have any data for that? Like, do they
10.5 days on average they go around Turkey. How many days they stay with you?
like 2 days, mostly 3 days, maybe like
2 days.
Not
Could
more
be
than
longer,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your question?
So that was my question. Like,
How to make them stay longer?
yeah, probably. Or,
Lock the door.
okay, all right. I'll do that.
No, how to make them stay longer? Show them there are so many places to go in Istanbul. I come to Istanbul, 2 days is not enough. Not enough. You know, delay your breakfast. Let them go out later. No, I'm kidding. But show them you have more activities to do. Maybe they don't know. Show them the activity and maybe arrange activity for them. Don't charge don't make too much profit. You know, what's your star category? Okay, boutique hotel, yeah. Okay, activity. Do a brochure. Do a brochure. Some Chinese translation. Activity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give it to them on your counter. Yeah? Okay. So I think this is the last question. Okay, I want to thank you everyone for coming.